Truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marenweem has suffered for it. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
I wondered if you might teach me how to cast that curse you mentioned.
Oh, which one?
I'd like to learn how to cast the Cruciatus curse.
Very well. Now remember, your intention matters. Are there any other curses you'd like to learn?
I'd like to learn how to cast the Cruciatus curse.
Very well. Now remember, are there any other curses you...
That's all I wanted to learn for now. Thank you.
Of course. Let's speak again.
I have thrilling news. I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spintwitches as soon as you can.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Don't you fret, Biscuit. I shall sort something out.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. A wise decision. Thank you.
Hello, Hamura. Castle. Must have been quite stately.
In future, perhaps best not to get too... You're the little sodman.
Yes.
You. Some of those wizards.
Descender.
Master the killer.
Accio. Confringo. Your poaching days are over.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
Oh, there's something else.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcom.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste. Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom. for your sake and that of everyone else.
Accio! Wingardium Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Defender!
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Confringo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Everything's all right now. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus, Filbert, Otto.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hog's Head. And as my mother would never go near the Hog's Head, she is...
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Not much of the dark arts that frightens
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco. I'm a security guard at Gringotts. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues.
And you declined?
The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping, but the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe. Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Better when she's away at school, because she refuses to part from him
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle. I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he...
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and he said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every..." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where were
Revelio! We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere. Excuse me, Mr. Filbert?
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against, but I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you.
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprised. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Expelliarmus!
To your knees! Get tight and you!
Bombarda! Expelliarmus!
Afraid to face me? Quite conducted!
Expelliarmus!
Still no match for me.
Bombarda! Accio! Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Better be sure I'm not seen. Natty must be here somewhere.
Expulsion! Expulsion! Quite a pain if I had to cover behind you.
Too slow.
Get one of your bullshot! You're going to regret that. Flash of inspiration. Quite conductive, aren't we?
Shame nobody saw that. Revelio. book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
You found us! I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you.
Over here. I need help.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find...
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as...
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
100...
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand.
Revelio!
It must be blocked by something.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Aloha Mora. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe.
Well done. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuit.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders.
I will look into all of that. I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you...
Yes, Officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Fine now, demi-guys.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't...
Not at all. I was just at the post office. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on, and she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
Shall we see if she's home?
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She can take it. Poor thing must be worried sick.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do. I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
What I wouldn't give to be a Demiguise right now.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a gravel.
Or just raring for a fight.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure... Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest. Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Repair them.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant! And did you see how clever?
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and...
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Horndale Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True.
Unless what?
Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need... How could I have been so blind?
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral. Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How?
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a horrible tale.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now. You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.